Hi guys, in this video we will learn how to encrypt and decrypt database field in Laravel application. So let's get started with the simple example. So simply I will create a post module with the title and body, and then I will store data as encrypted, and when I will display it to the users at that time we will decrypt so that way user can read it. So let's get started with the example. So I already download fresh Laravel application. So let me go and add that okay, encrypted, and you can see that. So let me create one database here. So let me change the connection mysql. Okay, and let me go to my php my admin. So let me go here, and there will be a local host php my admin, and let me create one database. Create database, and I will say like Laravel encrypted. Okay, and create it. Okay, you can see that. Let me copy it and let me enable it. Okay, here add the database name, and there will be a password as well. So let me simply commentate it out. So let me go here. Okay, simply save it, and now if I go here and let me run the migration. So php artisan migrate, you can see that it's migrate properly. Now if I go to the database, you can see that tables are created. Now let me create another table that's called post table. So php artisan mac migration, and I will say like create post table. Okay, now if I go here into the database, there will be already created one migration. So I will say table and string data type, and I will say like title, and simply another column. There will be a table, and there will be a text, and I will say body. Okay, simply save it, and now let me run the migration. php artisan migrate. Okay, and let me clear it. Okay, now if I go here, it's created a one post table, and let me also create a model for it. So php artisan mac model post. Okay, and now if I go here and go to the models, and there is a post model, I will simply define the list of column names. So I will say like public fillable, and I will define the name title, and there will be a body. Okay, and simply save it. Okay, now let me create one controller and create route where we will simply list of all the post, and user will also create the post. So let me create the controller first. So mac controller, and I will say post controller. Okay, and now if I go here into the routes, I will simply use it app http controllers, and I will say post controller. Okay, now let me create one route here, get, and I will say like post, and then I will say like post controller colon class, and then I will say like index, and I will also give the name like post dot index. Simply save it. Okay, now let me go to the controller file, and there will be, we need to create an index method. So let me go here, and I will say return view, and I will say like post. I will simply get all the post here. So I will say like post column get. So that means we will get all the post, and simply pass it as a compact and pass to the blade file. Simply paste it here. Let me use the model as well, models, and then I will say post model. Okay, simply save it. Now let me go and create a blade file here. So yeah, post .blad .php. Okay, and simply start the html list of post. Okay, simply save it. I will use the bootstrap. So let me go, and I already opened the website. So I will simply use and copy the bootstrap cdn. So save it, and now let me add the container class here. So container, inside the container I will create some proper design. So I will use the card, and I will say like card, header, and I will use h4, so list of post. Okay, and here we will create the card body, so I will say card body, and inside the body I will create a table bordered, and I will say t head, and inside the t head I will add th, and I will say td, and I will add id, title, and then I will add body. Okay, simply save it, and now I will go and I will add t body, and then I will add for each loop. So one by one all the post we will simply display it here, post as post, and simply and for each. Okay, and now if I go here and simply td post id, then I will say like title, and then I will say body. Okay, simply save it. Okay, and now if I go here and let me run the project, so php artisan serve. Okay, and now if I go here, we already have running this application here, so let me go and call post. You can see that table are coming properly. Now let me create one page, like one form here, where user will add the title and body. Okay, so let me go here, and yeah, so let me, why this here the space, so td. Okay, so here me I made the mistake, so it should be tr. First let me fix this one, so tr, and here will be th. Simply save it, refresh it, now perfect. Okay, now let me go here and create one form here. Okay, and I will say method will be the post, and I will pass csrf token, and then I will say okay dav and mt2. I will say title, and then I will say input field, and type will be the text, and name will be the title, and I will add the class form control. Simply I will just copy it, and instead of title I will add like body, and then I will use text area here, so user can add the long text. Form control name, there will be a body. Okay, and simply again the paste it, and I will add the button here, btn btn success, and I will say like submit. Okay, now simply empty 3, so some spacing above, and here same thing I will add like empty 3. So if I go and refresh it, you can see that properly designed. Now let me create one post route that submit and store the data. Okay, so let me go here into the web and create a route post, and I will say post controller colon class, and then I will say store, and I will give the name, and then I will define the route name here, store, and simply save it. Okay, now if I go here into the blade file, I will give the action, and I will define the route name, so route, and there will be a post store. Okay, simply I will go to the controller and simply add the store method, and I will say like request, and I will say like request object variable, and then I will define simply the validation using the request variable, request validate, and I will simply define required field as a title required, and then I will say body, and that also will be the required. Okay, simply once everything will be fine, then I will create post colon create method, and that will be post will be create using the title, so I will take from the request object variable, so like title, and then I will say body request, and I will say body, and simply after create we simply redirect back, so return redirect and back, simply save it. Okay, now if I go here and refresh it, now I will just simply add demo and simply submit. You can see that it's created a properly demo record. Now if I go here into the database and go to the post table, you can see that it's stored, but you can see everyone can read it. But why we need to use encryption and decryption? Even someone get our database, then that should not read our all the fields. Okay, so you can see the demo and demo, so I will change and I will define. If you go to the Laravel documentation, there is already provided simply encryption and decryption. You don't have to do anything. So if I go here and there is a encrypted casting, so we just simply go to our model, which and go to the post model. Here just we need to define protected, and there will be a cast function. Okay, protected function and cast, and I will say like array is in a argument. So if I go here into the scroll down, so you can see how to define the cast on our, you can see that simply I define, and here I will be return array. So what is the cast? So I will add column name, and then I will say like encrypted. Okay, simply double quote, simply I will add for body. Okay, and I will also add encrypt ted. Okay, and simply save it. I will add some comment here, so you can see that simply we define the array type of casting, and there will be a title field and body field, both will be encrypted. Okay, so simply save it, last semicolon, and let me go to the migration. Instead of string data type, we need to use text, because that could be the long encrypted string, so that's why I will keep the text. And I will go and simply roll back the migration and rerun it. So go and PHP artisan migrate rollback, and now if I go here PHP artisan migrate again. Okay, now if I go here and go to the list, okay, let me run it again, the project PHP artisan sir. Okay, and simply refresh. You can see that now I will say like demo title and demo body. Okay, I will say and simply hit on submit. You can see that here is the demo title and demo body. So as a user perspective it's fine, but if you go to the database and simply browse it, you can see that that's are encrypted. So you can see that how the model eloquent is powerful. We just need to simply define here like this field will be encrypted, and it automatically encrypted. And how this encrypted is stored, it based on your env file. There will be a app key, based on this key will work. Okay, so if I go and if I change it, like save it, and now if I run, you can see that unsupported key, so that means like that's not working. So now if I go and change it back, you can see that it working fine. So I hope guys this video will help you how to encrypted and decrypted the database field. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe me. Thank you so much for watching.